Every topic, seeing it from the perspective of scholar is completely different from a UPSC aspirant. Those who are qualifying are brutal assassinators. This is the standard pattern of UPSC, even for medicine graduates or any other graduate, that they will be asking questions which are commonsensical and which are visible every day, but you are not noticing. NCERT का क्या है? UPSC loves to ask question from NCERT and trap you. Because the moment you will open NCERT, an inner feeling will come where you will feel that okay, this I already know. We live in an era of bombardment of information and democratization of knowledge. Okay, so all of you are flooded with suggestions and so many IAS, IPS officers sitting. कोई constitutional question रहा, they send me, I answer. Okay, not because they are less, they are intelligent, but they are smart people. Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Amil. Okay, so you are having this session since morning, right? So I'll try to make it brief first. Second, these sessions we do have regularly. Okay, so I will not try to repeat the things that have already been communicated to you. And we do understand you are here. But we do understand what kind of questions going on in your mind, because the same thing, thousands and thousands of students. So we do have an understanding. Repeated facts I will not state. Very, very briefly, I'll venture into some basic things. Try to make it more brief, 45 minutes only, so that you have one more session after this, I hope. Anna, there is one more session. Okay. So that what best you can take away, you are more rich by the time you leave. At least you are intellectually more rich. Okay. So first, as it has already been emphasized to you, कि syllabus is of paramount importance. Anybody who is preparing for civil, but this is a more of a cliche and a mundane, conventional, normative statement that work hard for that matter. So work hard how? Okay. So of course we live in an era of bombardment of information and democratization of knowledge. Okay. So all of you are flooded with suggestions and so much information from so many sites that it makes you confused. Okay. So I'll try to make something meaningful. Okay. So related to syllabus, have you gone through the syllabus? Okay, so in the prelim stage of the examination, UPSC has not been magnanimous on detailing out the syllabus. They have given a very brief syllabus: Indian Constitution, political system, rights issue, Panchayati Raj, etc. So the prelim syllabus has not been that exhaustive or comprehensive. They are the current issues of national and international importance. So syllabus has been too indicative. Okay. Indian Constitution, political system, rights issue, Panchayati Raj, etc. I always say etc. is a dangerous term. Okay, they can ask anything under the bracket of etc. because like Representation of People Act 1950-51 is explicitly mentioned in the main syllabus, explicitly. But they have not shied away from asking questions from RPA in the prelim stage of the examination. And I see, you are already bombarded with information. More than 12 years back, one of the very senior, many years back, our faculty said that it is more important to know what not to study rather than what to study. Because the point is, human beings are inquisitive by nature. Human beings are inquisitive by nature, or UPSC is the only field. There is no doubt about that. इसमें कोई argument हो ही नहीं सकता where you study too much interdisciplinary. Every field is respectable, but in medicine you will study medicine, in geology you will study geology, in metallurgy you will study metallurgy, but in UPSC you will study everything. So human beings are inquisitive by nature. The moment you will start preparation, within few months you will start flying. Okay, and those who cannot absorb, you will start giving knowledge, or I would rather say information to relatives around. Okay, you want to know about India relation, I'll tell you what is India. You want to know about current account deficit, I'll tell you. You want to know about, because human beings are brutally inquisitive. We want to know everything. If two people are talking, if it has nothing to do with others, still you are interested in what they are talking.
What sets AIR2 and AIR3 apart in UPSC CSE 2024? They didn't wait to feel ready. They started smart with the GS Foundation course at Vision IS Delhi. Structured learning, focused current affairs, real mentorship, test feedback that actually helps you grow. This course isn't just about study hours, it's about direction, clarity, and the strategy toppers trust. Start strong. Start where toppers started.
UPSC preparation is not just about reading books or watching online lectures. It requires personal guidance, real discussions, and structured practice. This is where offline mentoring makes all the difference. Unlike online learning, where doubts often remain unresolved, offline mentoring offers direct interaction, real-time feedback, and an environment of discipline and competition. One-to-one sessions help students get tailored advice, strategy corrections, and focused improvement. Every aspirant has different strengths and weaknesses. Personal mentoring helps address them effectively. Ground discussions sharpen analytical thinking and help students develop a multi-dimensional perspective on issues crucial for prelims, mains, and interview. Elocution sessions help in personality development, clarity of thought, and confidence, essential for UPSC interviews. Test writing is the most crucial part of UPSC preparation. It helps in time management, structuring answers, and improving content quality. Offline mentoring is not just about teaching, it's about grooming future officers with the right guidance, discipline, and confidence. So if you are preparing for UPSC, make sure you have the right mentor by your side.
So the quest is that how you can stop yourself, you can stop yourself from accessing those information which are of no academic significance. There is a fundamental distinction between a scholar and a civil services aspirant. I am doing that day in and day out for 8-9 years. Minimum 1 lakh students zyada hoga. So there is the scholars sitting at Munirka or sitting at India International Center or Connaught Place, or for that matter coffee house, have a different, every topic seeing it from the perspective of scholar is completely different from a UPSC aspirant. Those who are qualifying are brutal assassinators. Very commonly you will see scholars from Center for Political Studies or top-notch institutions are able to crack, and many a times not able to crack, because engineers come and they just sway, because you have to be very, very precise. There is a fundamental, for example, if you read an article on secularism, so every single day you will find, or every regular interval you will find an article on secularism that translates into 1200 words. If you will read 5 articles on secularism, 50 in a year, that will translate into 60,000 words. Ultimately, if there is a question on secularism, you will only write 250 words. So what is the point of going through? So you must, this diligence of proportionate respect being given to all the subjects is something which I'm not addressing this as you as an welcoming aspirant, but more as an aspirant which I see. They are more interested in few subjects but neglecting other, which I commonly see. Today morning also I was saying this in a batch at Karol Bagh. So if you or me like polity, like history, that is your or my problem. That is not the problem of UPSC. You must proportionately like science and technology, ancient history, medieval history, science, those things which are boring. So you must give due attention, because human beings love reading modern history or polity. So one thing which I would strongly recommend, syllabus has to be given due attention, and every aspect of the syllabus, not only one subject. Now the most important thing, prelims mein they have not given a detailed syllabus. So by the experience, to the best of our ability, we try to create a framework within which most likely questions are asked, and with experience, to the best of our ability, we do that. Mains mein to UPSC has been very magnanimous, forthcoming, comprehensive, detailed, exhaustive, sketched out syllabus is given. Every single alphabet that is mentioned in the main syllabus, you just go and check the 10 years question paper. Whoever frames the question paper has a copy of syllabus right before him. He will pick poverty, hunger, role of civil services in democracy, e-governance, representation of people act 1950, self-help groups, or any such term which is mentioned in the syllabus will find a direct mention in the question paper. So mains aspect of the syllabus becomes extremely important at mid stage, and especially from the governance part, many of the questions would be directly of the key terms. So while you are preparing, you must be comprehensively aware of every single term that is mentioned in the syllabus. Now, it is absolutely impractical to say go and memorize the syllabus. If I'll give you a very good book on cricket and ask you to become a cricketer by tomorrow or 1 week, you will never become a cricketer unless you practice. So syllabus you don't need to memorize. You need to paste at the workstation where you study, and every day gradually you will become absolutely familiar with the syllabus. It will take 2-3 months time. For example, when you came to Delhi, You never made an effort to remember the lanes of your mohalla or colony. But gradually you took this turn, it saved half a minute. So you realize, okay, this is another way to reach my home. Gradually over 6-8 months, you have a complete understanding of the locality. Similarly, you should be absolutely familiar with the syllabus. Never make an effort to memorize the syllabus. Go through the syllabus time and again. When you see a statement in the newspaper, जब आप newspaper में एक article पढ़ेंगे, immediately you should be able to locate that this article is related to that topic of the syllabus. So over the period of time, two things. One, being absolutely familiar with the syllabus. Two, being too much familiar, matlab small words that are mentioned, poverty, hunger, because there can be questions stemming from any all these things. Okay, so I would say that of course syllabus is of paramount importance. Next important thing, if you see, okay, syllabus. Okay, now next important thing, so syllabus, those who are taking as a serious aspirant, you will download the syllabus hard copy, keep it at the workstation and comprehensively prepare for mains and prelims. There is no dedicated preparation only for from January, February, of course you will devote your energy only towards the prelims. Mains mein to you have to do. Second important thing, NCERT textbooks. Okay, everybody on earth under the sky says that NCERT textbooks are important. How they are important? That you go through the question paper, especially in the prelim stage of the examination of last 10 years. Every year UPSC has a habit of 1 or 2 questions asking directly from NCERT. What they will do, the beauty of NCERT is, this is the standard approach of UPSC, not only in UPSC civil services examination, CAPF examination, CDS examination, Indian Statistical Service, Indian Economist Service, Indian Geologist Service, Assistant Professor, Nehru Homeopathic College, all the exams that are conducted by UPSC has a standard pattern. They will not ask too much factual a question, but they always check common sense, because you are being bestowed with power. So for example, you have memorized a book on fire safety, and if there is, God forbid, if there is a fire, you will not open the book that, okay, I'll douse the fire with rule 184. Okay, so they want people, UPSC is brutally in love with people who have common sense. So this is the standard pattern of UPSC, even for medicine graduates or any other graduate, that they will be asking questions which are commonsensical and which are visible every day, but you are not noticing. This is the pattern of UPSC. They will not ask how many chairs are there in the class, but you come to this class every day, they will ask how many screens are there. Okay, so what I strongly recommend from that perspective, that NCERT ka kya hai, UPSC loves to ask question from NCERT and trap you, because the moment you will open NCERT, an inner feeling will come where you will feel that, okay, this I already know. Okay, and next day there will be a question in the prelim stage which you will commit a mistake, because UPSC enjoys you in trapping where you are most comfortable. This is so NCERTs up, jaise for example class 11 ki NCERT hai political theory. Last 10 years they have consistently asked a political theory NCERT se question, basic terms. What do you mean by liberty? What do you mean by equality? What do you mean by fraternity? What is a state? What is a nation? What do you mean by secularism? So these basic facts. So I strongly feel that or ye mera personal style bhi hai, which I always say to the students also, that before you discuss on academic higher aspects of intellectual what you call debate, that whether the judiciary should be appointment of judges, there should be independence of judiciary, whether the executive should have say in judicial appointment, to what extent freedom of speech and expression should be absolute or it should be qualified, yahi sab samaj mein debate chalti hai na. Debates on secularism, debate on appointment of judges, debates on relationship between judiciary and legislature, debates on matters related to freedom of speech and expression, yahi sari debates throughout the year chalti rehti hain. But you will only be able to do justice to the debate if you have facts very clear. So I don't like people who don't have their facts clear and they just talk about intellectual aspects. And pehle ye janiye freedom of speech and expression, Article 19(1)(a). What are the restrictions in Article 19(2)? What are the judgment? What is the appointment of judges? Article 124 and 217, Supreme Court and High Court respectively. Pehle factual aspect jo hai, it should be absolutely clear. Then you can build your castle on that fact. यहाँ बड़ी बड़ी बातें जुडिशियरी एंड इंटेलेक्चुअल in an era of democracy, ethical decline and constituent assembly debates and all those things. First you should have absolute clarity on the fact. A friend of mine, he's in judicial services in Bihar. He always jokingly says that, Amil bhai, you keep too much track on details. I say always the devil lies in details. Most of the students I interact, if they're talking about judicial, I'll say, okay, what is the qualification to become a judge of Supreme Court? What is the article of the Constitution? So bhaiya, first you get your facts absolutely clear, then you can talk about liberty, equality, fraternity, secularism, article 25, article 27. So NCRT ko, you have to do that very, very diligently, and believe me, you will, whenever you see what is an answer script. Answer script is a communication between examinee and the examiner. The examiner doesn't know, always remember, examiner doesn't know your ethnicity, your sex, your what a class, your caste, your academic background, your linguistic background, your religious background. This is a communication between examinee and the examiner. So जो answer script है, उसी के basis पे you will be evaluated in the main stage of the examination. You will not write a single word which will not fetch you marks. Okay, usually sometimes I evaluate the answer scripts. If there's no one line, they are writing the same line. Indus Valley civilization was a civilization in the Valley of Indus. Valley of Indus has a civilization called Indus Valley civilization. It was a civilization where Indus river flowed. The valley had a river Indus that led to a civilization. उसी point को 8 बार लिख रहे हैं. No. In UPSC, they will not give you 0.05 marks. You must be a butcher, assassinator who precisely writes, opens the question paper in so many ways, directly responds to the demand of the question, writes things which will fetch you marks. We have the mundane cliche habit of filling the answer scripts. This is the reason why from 2016 or 16, I think, the UPSC did away with giving you answer scripts. आपको answer script देना बंद कर दिया उन्होंने. Now they are giving you a stipulated space. पहले answer script देते थे, write 200 pages. Now they are giving you designated space, write in that only. So honestly speaking, there is no scope for writing anything. So that art of writing the answer. So when you will read NCRT, you will precisely kill that what is secularism. And also there are varied definitions. Primarily we rely upon NCRTs or political science encyclopedia. If I talk about state, if I talk about nation, if I talk about what your fraternity, equality, justice, liberty, there are zillions of rights, there are zillions of definitions, but we primarily rely upon the standard definition. So NCRT will give you that foundation. Even if the inner hunch, the Mephistopheles, the Lucifer in you will say that I know these NCRTs, this I have been reading since time immemorial and I'm familiar, kuch bhi fark nahi padta. You will memorize them, go through them again and again, and those unnecessary paragraphs like come into, let's play, let's perform, this, that, avoid that. Important aspects you do, and if possible also do the questions that are at the back. And then you see, I'm telling you, in the class I always see doctors हैं, chartered IITians तो अब count नहीं करते हैं, पहले करते थे, भरे हुए IITians हैं, chartered accountants हैं, doctors हैं, engineers हैं, metallurgy graduates हैं, fisheries graduates हैं, science graduates हैं, humanities graduates हैं, social sciences. Why those students do? So it is not about the intelligence, also understanding the demand of examination and writing things which will fetch you marks. Very commonly I see people writing answers, they're just filling the pages. No, you are to be very, very precise, get through the NCRTs exhaustively, and you must know what to avoid. You must know what to avoid, because in NCRT there are many practice. There are 4 NCRTs that primarily serve the purpose. 2 NCRTs I often say are brutally important. One is Indian Constitution at Work. Isme you will see how the Constitution of India was framed from 9th of December 1946 to 26th of November 1949. In this period, the Constituent Assembly of what you call drafted the Constitution of India. So you will get how the Constitution was drafted, what are the reasons behind the same, all these aspects you will do. And then we have an NCRT that is political theory. This NCRT is the favorite NCRT of UPSC. Political theory, when I say, they are not talking about Rousseau, Karl Marx, John Stuart Mill, or any such scholars or thinkers of their time. They're basically asking, what do you mean by liberty? What do you mean by equality? What do you mean by fraternity? What do you mean by justice? So this is the favorite NCRT of UPSC. Conventionally, in last 10 years, they have consistently asked questions from this NCRT. कुछ facts को छोड़कर जो unnecessary हैं, पहले इनको cover कीजिए, then you will go through other aspects. Next important thing is newspaper. Okay, always remember that, see, there is a fundamental distinction between other exams and UPSC. Here they are asking, here they want people who are smart. there is a difference between somebody who is very knowledgeable in one field. Usually you will see scholars of excellent repute are not able to qualify. Usually you will see students who are pursuing PhD and side by side appearing for UPSC are not making it. Usually you will see people who have an academic orientation and get their papers published in prominent magazines are not, because there is a fundamental distinction between a scholar and a civil servant, and here you need to be more smart. Okay, so what is the importance of newspaper? Pehla, newspaper will completely change you as a human being. Okay, I am reading, literally reading, newspaper has become part of my blood. I am reading for more than 17-18 years. So newspaper se kya hoga, you will follow the same news for 1 year. So intellectually you will not know, aapko pata bhi nahi chalega, you will change to a different person. So that enriches you, broadens your horizon to see the world. First important thing. Second, of course, it enriches your vocabulary. Third, you will know the facts about the topic. And of course, newspaper में journalist के पास इतना space नहीं होता है. The editor gives him only 150 words, so he has a very limited space. But at least in editorial, you will get 1200 words. So news item में तो उतना information नहीं होती है, because the academic space is very limited. But editorial में back in and out सब कुछ होता है. So that will intellectually enrich you. You will learn the art of writing an answer. Critical thinking will develop. Those who say that they don't read newspaper, they can only afford to do so after preparing for 2-3 years. Those who become master of their field, 2-3 साल newspaper पढ़ लिया, तैयारी कर लिया, फिर sometimes people will see now we don't read, because now they have learned what to take and what not to take, and they are doing. See, any current affairs module, Vision IS current affairs monthly, I don't even need to say, you ask anybody, he will say he refers to, even if you are not in the institute, everybody will refer to current affairs. But current affairs module cannot replace the newspaper. I cannot have dry fruits as my main course replacing the, so undoubtedly newspaper you should have. Notes making, all these things are brutally subjective. I am not a big fan of notes making because it is already being done in the current affairs. Some good articles that appears, hota kya hai suniye. For example, I am teaching for example 9-10 years. Okay, so now I have इतना कम ही इसमें I have the experience that if somebody is asking a question, I will understand कि from where he has read, what is the question. Even just he raises hands, I decipher that this is the quality of question. Imagine a person who is doing the same thing for 30 years and in one field only. So whenever somebody writes an article, hota kya hai, when you do the same topic in and out for 10-15 years, you become expert on that topic, and the moment you will utter a word, the professor will understand which book you have referred. And so wo insaan jab ek article likhta hai, when that person writes an article, he brings with him wide experience. Isliye kaha jata hai traveling with a scholar for 1 day is equal to reading 100 books. Kyun? For example, you are traveling with a scholar, he has already read 200 books on your behalf. So from throughout the journey, he will tell you 15 things which you need to read independently. कई मोटी बुक पढ़े, अभी so many books, मोटी बुक पढ़े, उसमें सिर्फ 20 pages ऐसे हैं which is new to you or me. So those 20, so rather than wasting time, you will get information on that count. So articles तो यार brutally rich हैं, क्योंकि वो history को trace करते हैं, recommendations देते हैं, they give you an insight into the demand of the examination, and most importantly, critically analyze the topic. So newspaper reading का तो भैया कोई replacement नहीं है. And I'm not going to go into the debate whether England is good or for Ashes, or Australia, India, or what you call any other, or Rasgulla belongs to Odisha or West Bengal, or any other debate that goes that whether samosa is better made by Agarwal Sweets or any other sweets. Similarly, Indian Express versus the Hindu, both of them are good. Some students find Indian Express helpful, some students find Hindu के साथ एक है कि Hindu is a pure academic paper. हिंदू का एकदम प्योर लाइन है, प्योर जर्नलिज्म, नथिंग एल्स. मेनी इयर्स बैक SBI हैड द लाइन प्योर बैंकिंग, नथिंग एल्स. हिंदू का ना फॉन्ट बढ़ेगा, ना नीदर दे विल इंक्रीज द फॉन्ट नॉर दे विल इंक्रीज. इट इज द मोस्ट कॉस्टली न्यूज़पेपर इन स्पाइट ऑफ बीइंग लेस वॉल्यूमिनस. इट इज other newspapers are multiple time voluminous. You can get the money by selling the newspaper. Hindu is least voluminous and most costly paper. क्यों? Because the academic content is brutally rich. कभी पत्थर इधर जो अफ्रीकन प्लेट ऐसे कट रहा है वो आके साउथ एशियन प्लेट से मिल जाए. ओके, इवन द पैंजिया, द होल वर्ल्ड कम्स टुगेदर, देन ऑल्सो दे विल गिव इन द कॉर्नर पैंजिया यूनाइटेड वर्ल्ड 1. Okay, so they will not exaggerate the news. Even the government changes, India wins the World Cup, there is a apprehension of violence between Ukraine, kuch bhi news ho usko wo exaggerate nahi. It is purely an academic newspaper. Only thing is, some students come and write that Hindu is too much, for that matter, critical. So Baua, you are yourself intelligent, you should be able to decipher what I will take from this article and what I should exclude. So you know that, of course, I do agree sometimes it is too critical. As a civil servant, I always say, you can be a civil servant and you can be an activist. The Constitution of India allows you to be an activist like anything. But you cannot be an activist and civil servant at the same time. Bas. So you have to be very cautiously critical of the government. So Hindu gives you that critical, जैसे बहुत लोग हैं, रितिका खेड़ा मैम है, आधार इनेबल्ड बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर पे लिखती हैं, आप जीन ड्रेजे हैं जो फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट पे लिखते हैं, यू हैव सुहासनी हैदर हैं जो इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस पे लिखती है, यू हैव परमीन स्वामी हैं जो इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन ये इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी पे लिखते हैं, यू हैव आर राघवन है फॉर्मर सीबीआई डायरेक्टर, वो आपको इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी और पुलिसिंग रिफॉर्म्स पे लिखते हैं, यू हैव व्हाट यू कॉल पीडीटी आचार्य है जो हमेशा जब भी लोग व्हेन वी वर इन कॉलेज ही वाज आफ्टर दैट ही वाज इन लोकसभा सेक्रेटरी जनरल, तो वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मैटर्स पे लिखते हैं. तो जैसे फैजान मुस्तफा है मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉज पे और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ पे लिखते हैं. तो मैं तो 15 साल से ऑलमोस्ट जो थिंकर्स हैं बाय एंड लार्ज रीडिंग द आर्टिकल यू कैन से. So when these people write, they bring with them wide variety of academic. तो आपको ये तो थोड़ा आपको भी आना चाहिए कि you should be, let me honestly tell you, not, of course they are intellectually very rich, of course I am nobody to even but I am saying sometimes there is a bent of ideological inclination. इंसान है ना भाई, there is a bent of ideological you must be able to know what point I have to take and what point I need to avoid. Indian Express थोड़ा सा flashy है, I remember 12, 13, 14 years back they started a scheme कि बहुत कम दाम में 350 years में 350 rupees में you और 400 में you will get throughout the year 500 rupees में hard copy newspaper. So see, commerce is also a reality. Commerce reality है कि नहीं बहुआ? Commerce is also a reality. So they know that commerce is civil, lakhs of students are preparing for multiple exams in India. So they cater to those students. So they have reoriented their literature and they are somehow catering to civil services student. यहाँ तक कि Hindu, Indian Express वगैरह में civil special भी आता है. Getting my point? So commerce is a reality. Students are buying. Both the newspapers are equally good. Of course, Hindu is relatively more. Now they in Indian Express also explained by this what is the reason. So mainly they are catering from the mains perspective, which is also being done by Hindu. Depends upon your orientation, but undoubtedly there is. I strongly feel there is a difference between an aspirant and a other human being, and that difference comes from the newspaper. That diligent, वो सब I don't want to name those newspaper, पर वो newspaper नहीं. जो common newspaper है कि आज GK2 में party हुई. Okay, all those newspapers are UPSC oriented newspapers. Many years back, Hindu run a campaign, many years, I hope it is there on YouTube, that somebody asked another person that what is the household name of Hrithik Roshan? She or he says Dugu. So what is the household name of Kareena Kapoor? She says Bebo. Okay, so she says what is current account deficit? So the person is blank. So the time to switch newspaper, switch to the Hindu. So this was an ad which was run by the Hindu. So as academic there are other papers, बहुत अच्छे other papers भी है. You have Mint है, बहुत अच्छे papers हैं. They are really good. Some newspapers are in there, किसी को fashion, lifestyle, vlogging वगैरह है. So they do into that. But what is important from UPSC perspective is the Hindu, which is related to Hindu and Indian Express. So you must know that what newspaper is important from your perspective. So I will strongly feel over here that is news papers. Next important thing, previous year's question paper. A previous year's question paper, undoubtedly you will get an insight into the UPSC, mind of UPSC from previous year's question paper. Bhai, most of the questions that are being drafted in the prelims and main stage mein to they have relatively 20 questions. So current affairs say they incorporate a lot. But especially in the prelim stage of the examination and also in the main stage of the examination, most of the questions are somehow related to what has been asked in the past, other than current affairs. So undoubtedly UPSC will not repeat the question, but sometimes they repeat the question also, but most of the time they will repeat the topic. So if you have gone through previous year's question paper, it will give you an insight into the mind of UPSC. Any test series cannot replace the previous year's question paper. So you buy a hard copy, or you will get, although most of the questions I have discussed 10 years so many times in the class, whenever I teach a topic, if a question of previous years comes, we try to. So most of the things you have 10 years, at least 10-15 years question paper you should have, you should go through, and mains also. There is no guide after syllabus better than previous year's question paper. It will give you an insight into the mind of UPSC and what you're, so you need to have a copy of previous year's question paper. In the class also we discuss most of the question papers, and many of the topics are being repeated. See, constitutional topics तो पक्का static हो गए, वही घिसे पिटे 10 टॉपिक हैं, वही हर साल आएगा, वही सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर्स, वही फेडरलिज्म, वही जुडिशियल अकाउंटेबिलिटी, वही अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ जजेस, वही एग्जीक्यूटिव एक्सेसिवनेस समटाइम्स, वही फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन, वही सेक्युलरिज्म, वही कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म, वही कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी, वही वेरियस एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लिबर्टी, वही एस्पेक्ट्स रिलेटेड टू रिजर्वेशन. You just go 20 topics, I will say almost every year these questions would be repeated. Now how they repeat, what is the concept behind the same, all these things keep on changing depending upon the current affairs. Sometimes in reservation they will ask basic reservation, sometimes they will ask reservation related to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, sometimes they will ask reservation in promotion, sometimes they will ask reservation for economically weaker section, sometimes they will distinguish the reservation in elected representatives vis-a-vis employment, vis-a-vis educational institutions, vis-a-vis allotment of flats. वही reservation topic को 4-5 paradigm से, and whatever is going on, जैसे अभी debate is going on reservation in promotion, question पूछेंगे. So you will get an insight into the psychology of UPSC. So all these things. And one more thing, syllabus is not tough. Most of the students I see in the class are academically competent to crack the exam. Only concern which I feel that it is absolutely boring to be consistent. Toughest thing in the world is being consistent. Students get itni energy hoti hai is age mein, the kind of energy that you have, you can with your fist you can bring the building down. इतनी एनर्जी है, इस एनर्जी को कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके कंसिस्टेंट बनना remains a challenge. It's not about when you will, because you have not started preparing, some of you may have. So if you have not started preparing, just go and see the IIT paper. You will not understand a single question. एक question समझ में नहीं आएगा. Go and see the CAT paper. You will not understand a single question. But in Hindi, give a UPSC question to a panwala. He will also understand 5 out of 20 questions. That what is the question about secularism, what is the question about China India, what is the question about export, what is the question about judiciary, usko bhi thoda thoda idea hai. So the questions are not tough. Only thing is that the syllabus is detailed, but it is a bit vast. Uske liye there is a race between you and time. So usme do cheez honi chahiye. One, you should start early, so you will have advantage. Second important thing, you should not waste time. As a teacher also, we understand many years later that many things that were being done was not important. That is why engineers are qualifying. Single biggest reason, they will come, they will dissect the badge. एक humanities का बच्चा होगा, common sense हमारे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी का, he will buy a book. भाई book खरीदने के बाद he will become emotional कि इसमें पापा का 800 रुपया लगा है, कसम से बोलने. He will buy the book, maybe cover, if not cover, he will read the book from the topic to ISBN number, because I have bought the book from hard earned money, and there inner usko inner feeling आएगी कि when you read the book you will feel more empowered, that I am more knowledgeable. After 1 hour you will move out with a bit more कि I have studied. But engineer will come, he will divide the book into 5 parts. चिथड़े ऐसे करके, चिथड़े I will not say, he will divide the book, ask 5 of his friends to prepare notes, he will write a better answer than you. He will divide the book into 5 parts, give to 5 people, ask them to prepare synopsis, they will exchange the synopsis, and he will write a better answer than you. So इसीलिए बाबू कामयाब बनना है, ज़्यादा इंटेलिजेंट है फिर पढ़ाइए. गेटिंग माई पॉइंट ना. सो इसीलिए इस चीज को अच्छे से समझिए. every single week, I am using the term week, better would be every 2-3 day or every day. I don't get a question from somebody who is into civil services. किसी ना किसी को, अभी भी स्टाफ रूम में बैठा होता किसी ने बात किया, कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन मुझसे पूछते ही हैं. फिर आई फील कि अरे ये भी नहीं आता है तो कैसे क्वालिफाई किए. ऐसा नहीं है, वो स्मार्ट है. फर्जी चीज वो, they don't study things which are not of academic relevance. So many IAS, IPS officers sitting, कोई constitutional question रहा, they send me, I answer, okay. Not because they are less, they are intelligent, but they are smart people. So इस exam में, since you will be exposed to variety of knowledge, it is brutally important to know what what? Not to study and hold your nerves. Since you are human being, you are inquisitive, आपको मजा आने लगेगा. अरे जुडिशरी पे बात चल रही है, 23rd 24th में 1949 को कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली में क्या डिस्कस हुआ, अरे ये तो किसी को नहीं मालूम होगा. लेट्स रीड द डिबेट्स ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली. नाउ आर्टिकल 21 पे बात हो रही है. अरे तो ये बी एन बेनेगल, ये बी एन राव, एडवाइजर टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली, ही वेंट एंड विजिटेड Felix Frankfurter, American Supreme Court judge, and what he advised, Article 15 of the draft constitution, which became Article 21 of our constitution. What was the debate behind that? Which is, sometimes you should know, but too much detail is not required. You must, आपको उतना ही प्यार, उतना ही love you should be with science and technology. जो आपको सबसे boring लगे, the worst thing that you find, you must take that out first. Conquer that. So this I commonly see in humanities student, they are dying in a particular subject. You ask them about history, you ask them about polity, they will answer incessantly, they can speak for 2 hours. जैसे ही science and technology में बात हुई, तो after technology अब थोड़ा, अब तो समझ ही में नहीं आ रहा है क्या लिखना है. Getting so you must know that there is a difference between being a scholar and being a qualifying as civil services. Here you need to give due respect to all the subjects. And one thing, जनवरी से कई सालों से तो मैं देख रहा हूँ, years and years, 5 साल से, जनवरी में they'll become seniors. Okay, we need to study. Father is sending money. January से everyone will become serious at Old Rajendra Nagar. But the assassinator, the butcher, the gladiator, the terminator, he has already done his job from June to December. So it is not that the exam is tough. It is that the syllabus is relatively vast. And if you will start late, you will always having competition with time. If you will start with January, you will have throughout the first, you will make a routine. First से 15 will make polity, 15 से 28 geography, फिर first से I'll do science and technology. फिर enough है, फिर देख के लगा हाँ this will be called. नहीं, I can write with my blood on an affidavit paper कि ये आप कीजिएगा. You will be racing with time. Somebody has already done, you will study the same thing in a faster time. So your likelihood of remembering fact is less than a person who has आराम से studied from June. So one thing you must realize the importance of time. और एक चीज जो मैंने अपने बाल पका के सीखी है कि it is never early. If I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning with thinking today I will reach class on time, after doing exercise and everything, then also there is some or the other thing which is left. So time कभी भी आपके पास ज्यादा नहीं है. जो एक दिन कसम से, as a younger brother and sister, I'm saying one day which you have lost thinking that oh अभी तो exam next year है. Believe me, you are behind someone. हाँ, if you don't like to study, never study. Chill out, freeze for 2-3 days, party. But once you come back, you study. Always realize the importance of time. Time is always less, not because the syllabus is relatively vast. You have to study everything and you must be completely engrossed with the syllabus. First 2 years mein to literally 1 or 2, I see so many students are qualifying in the first attempt only. You must give due diligence to time. ये जो psychology है कि first 6 months, अच्छा एक चीज और, the time you are attending class, उसको तो मैं count ही नहीं करता हूँ पढ़ाई में. After 3 hours you are attending class and you are patting yourself at the back कि हाँ अभी तो 3 घंटा क्लास पढ़ के आए, पद्मश्री तो मिलना ही चाहिए, because I have given 3 hours to the कुछ नहीं है. Those 3 hours are not even counted. They are extra fun hours because you are learning. The time starts when you go home and start studying. That is the time of actual study, when you will self-study. Those 3 hours which you have given in the what you call in the class is not something वो आप सीख रहे थे. So you must understand to realize the importance of time. I see so many young people. अभी मैं इंटरव्यू पैनल में बैठा था जनवरी में हाँ, एक बच्चा आया, student came who was just 17 days ahead of the UPSC deadline. He was 21 years of old age. आया इंटरव्यू देने. I was shocked that he was just some 17-18 days the cutoff date of UPSC. Elders by 17-18 days he was appearing for interview in the first attempt. I don't know what happened later on. I didn't check. I think he qualified also because I had the DAF. So on that day I took 7 people's interview. Later on I checked. Out of 7, 3 or 4 made it. Okay, so I will need to check. So the point is कि what you call कि इसमें क्यों? Because you need to start early. जब भी आपको लग रहा है कि आपके पास time है, I am saying from experience, you don't. हाँ, then you will qualify, but you will take ample of टाइम. आपको जो चीज 4-5 साल में समझ में आएगी वो. So please understand the value of time. I'll be wrapping up the conversation. One thing which I strongly want to emphasize, if somebody has very rightly said, one of the biggest art of qualifying this exam is art of writing an answer. Okay, an art of writing an answer you will learn from reading the answer scripts of toppers. I will not say reading, doing a PhD on the answer scripts of the toppers, which is uploaded on the website of Vision IS. Usse aapko pata chalega what answers I am writing and what is the, and they have also learned from their senior. They have also learned from their senior, and you will also learn. So please develop that art of writing an answer. That is an effect. And one more thing, out of 20 questions, you don't need to be extraordinary. Okay, you just need to be very good or good in all the 20. It's not that most of the questions of the toppers answers, every answer is not that rich. Some answers are rich and some are average. Only thing is they are writing all the 20 answers. And most of the students are excellent in 5 answer, good in 7, it is 12, 3, 4 they will write, 4 they don't know at all, they will write that Indus Valley civilization is good, good is Indus Valley civilization, a lot of good has been said about Indus Valley civilization, good, we used to say it is old, old is gold, getting my point. They will write and they will not get any marks. There's a friend of mine, he's in West Bengal Cadre IAS, very good friend. He came from Allahabad, matlab he studied in Allahabad, so you know in Allahabad, Prayagraj, fact is a, people are very much obsessed with facts. I have taught also in first year when I started teaching, sometimes I went. So people know. So he was very good at facts. Prelims was, he used to get up on the day of prelims, prelims hai. Okay, and he used to go and appear and qualify. But always before mains, always today 2 times I saw he completely nervous before mains. Why? Because not writing answers and all those things. And he used to write very qualitative 13 answers and 5-7 answers he used to leave. In 2000, I'll not say the year, he took an oath that this year I will write all 20 answers, let the heaven fall, I will write all the answers. That year he got IRS IT. Next year, he got IAS. Okay, only one change he did, he took an oath that I will write all 20 answers, right, rather than writing 13 answers very qualitatively and not writing next 7. So writing answers, so you must have got by this time, one, you should not waste time on studying things which are not necessary, and since the syllabus is vast, you need ample of time.
UPSC CSE 2024 results are out and dreams have turned into ranks. Now you are asking, how do I get there? You've got the drive. What you need is the right guidance. Lakshya Integrated Mentoring Program 2026 by Vision IS is your one-stop guidance program for prelims, mains, and interview. Smart, strategic revision for prelims and mains. Consistent mentorship with personalized feedback. Daily weekly schedule and practice targets. Custom test practice via Sandhan test series. Interview and personality test training. All of it structured to guide you, strategic to keep you focused, and designed to meet your evolving needs. New batch starts from 19th May. It's your turn now. Start strong with Lakshya Mentoring Program 2026. Are you still juggling newspapers, random notes, and endless PDFs trying to make sense of current affairs? Let's make your UPSC prep smarter. Introducing Digital Current Affairs Premium by Vision IAS, your all-in-one platform to read, revise, and write better every single day. Have a doubt from today's news or something in your syllabus? Just ask and get instant AI-powered answers that are concise, relevant, and completely aligned with the UPSC exam pattern. No more guesswork, no more confusion. Want to boost your mains writing skills? Practice daily with structured questions and get expert feedback to sharpen your content, clarity, and analysis, because writing well is winning half the battle. Need better revision? Use quick notes and highlights to save key points, mark important lines, and organize your current affairs in a way that actually works for you. And here's the best part: some of the most powerful tools are absolutely free. Daily news summaries from The Hindu, Indian Express, and more, curated, filtered, and exam ready. Downloadable PDFs so your notes stay organized and accessible. Daily quizzes and MCQs to reinforce what you've learned and track your progress. A smart student dashboard to monitor your performance and stay on top of your goals. Whether you're just starting or deep into your prep, Digital Current Affairs Premium adapts to your strategy and makes every minute count. So why prepare the hard way when you can prepare the smart way? Visit www.visionis.in/current-affairs and start transforming your current affairs prep today. Because with Vision IAS, you don't just stay updated, you stay ahead.
So the crux is, one, you must understand the demand of the examination by not reading things which are, and second, you must start early, because it is always too late. So if you start early, your chances are doing. So I will not be venturing more into that. एक छोटा सा ऐड करूंगा, पॉलिटी के स्टैटिक से अब यूपीएससी बहुत कम क्वेश्चन पूछ रही है. मोर क्वेश्चंस दे आर आस्किंग फ्रॉम गवर्नेंस लास्ट 4-5 years से, who takes a decision under 10 schedule, how new state is carved out, freedom of speech and expression, 19(1)(a), right to assemble peaceably without arms, 19(1)(b), right to form an association, union, cooperative, 19(1)(d), or right to move freely throughout the territory of India, 19(1)(d). C is right to form an association, union, or cooperative, or right to reside and settle anywhere in the territory of India, or Article 20, no ex post facto law. Factual question कब पूछ रही है? या तो उसका application UPSC is asking, or asking more question from governance, which is the actual application of the law, actual application of the constitution. So here current affairs and newspaper reading, जैसे Article 22 में it is every person who is arrested shall be produced before the nearest magistrate within 24 hours excluding the time of journey. अब UPSC is asking more question on liberty, bail, follow, you have payroll, you have so more questions. जो word दिया हुआ है उसका application क्या है? Article 25, all persons are equally entitled to freedom of conscience, profess, practice and propagate. But secularism का aspect क्या है? Do you what France can learn from Indian secularism? Means का question. Do you think that our cultural practices are being challenged in the name of secularism? So articles को directly ना पूछ के, rather than asking articles, the issues that are surrounding those articles have become more important. So do you think Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act is able to incentivize school education in India? So हर act का analysis, उसका current affairs. So governance इसलिए भी, because they are not recruiting people who are just rattafied people. They are recruiting people who are smart enough to take decisions. So give absolute attention to the governance and the things that are happening around those articles. I think these are the key takeaways. Okay, so we will have the last conversation. I think one more conversation is there. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask. आराम से बैठ के चिल करके पूछिए. ओके, अच्छा, पॉलिटिकल साइंस, वेरी गुड. Okay, so one of the most conventional questions today morning also somebody came. Today or yesterday morning, political science with polity. First of all, in political science GS paper 2, in political science paper 2, most of the topics that you study about Indian constitution, statutory bodies and other are aligned with the GS paper 2, especially the polity and governance part. But in paper 1, you have prominent thinkers which have nothing to do with UPSC. One of the very wise, a very senior person has rightly said that in GS papers, the examiner should never get to know about your optional. in GS papers, this I have not said, a very respectable person many years back said that in GS papers the examiner should never get to know about your optional. So if you are having an optional of history, that should not reflect in your GS paper 1, because his expectations from you will rise. But yes, undoubtedly it is a commonsensical thing that a person having, इसमें तो कोई denial नहीं है, having political science as an academic background or optional will have an edge in GS paper 2, because there is a lot of concurrency in the or commonalities between both the syllabus. Aligning में I would say paper 2 से broadly GS polity align होगा. Paper 1 के thinkers को आपको यहाँ पे mention भी नहीं, अंदर से आएगा कि एक थिंकर को जीएस में जैसे ही यू विल मेंशन टू मेनी थिंकर्स, 1 or 2 चलो चलेगा, ही विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू हैव पॉलिटिकल साइंस as an optional. So you need to keep it GS and detailed towards the undoubtedly it is going to help you in your paper 2 also, because broadly in optional paper 2, other than thinkers, broadly the GS polity and governance interdisciplinary मतलब concurrent है, commonalities है, same kind of answers are there. Only thing is there you have to write you have the liberty to write as much as you can. Here you have to write within 250 words. Getting my point now? So ये help तो आपको करेगा, पर इसको ज्यादा मतलब you have to be diligent कि what is to be written and what is not to be written. Any other question? हाँ, पूछिए एक एक करके. हाँ. Between PSIR and public administration, I know very well that you yourself are intelligent and wise to know that I cannot answer this question over here. Still you want to know my opinion. You are wise to know that this is very, very subjective. Undoubtedly public administration is relatively small compared to PSIR. Undoubtedly PSIR is doing really well in last few years, you know. If you see from the in the public administration, it used to be one of the champion optionals when we were in college. Then there were 2 optionals. The most talked about optional was public administration. And if UPSC adds 2 more papers in GS paper, then undoubtedly they will add law and public. अगर कल रिफॉर्म होगा यूपीएससी में and 2 more GS papers will be added, तो सबसे likelihood है कि उसमें PubAd और law add करेंगे, क्योंकि it is directly related to your job profile. Now coming to this thing, first important thing, that public administration is an optional where it appears to be very brief, but their answer writing skill and understanding the demand of question remains extremely important. Why it has not been doing really well compared to what it was 10 years back? Because one of the common things that I hear is the demand of the question is very, very nuanced. Okay, sometimes they are asking something and you need to answer in a way they want. One, it purely depends upon your interest. Undoubtedly relatively brief to PubAd hai, but interest is an important factor. Both of them have interdisciplinary approach with UPSC GS paper 2, that is polity. Public administration में you will also certain ethics, integrity and aptitude में आप जब कुछ के studies करेंगे या कुछ आप कुछ you will give certain recommendations, वहाँ PubAd help करेगा. But you understand it depend, if you have an inclination कि in what you call in public थोड़ा constitutional law पे थोड़ा ज़्यादा inclination है आपका, तो public PSIR is relatively, और IR वगैरह से तो PSIR is better. If you have public administration is going to help you immensely in governance. ठीक है. Political science में basically अब अगर syllabus देखेंगे, so they interdisciplinary between judiciary, executive and legislature, separation of powers, federalism, liberty, equality, fraternity. Public administration में ज़्यादा aspect governance का भी आता है. So depends upon your inclination. Being honest, it is absolutely impossible to say this is better and this is not. It depends upon you. अब इसको select, if you are choosing an optional by taking 10 days, मेरा strong मानना है कि optional should be chosen after giving ample of time. करना क्या है? You will choose 2-3 optionals. One, you will watch few videos of quality videos by toppers or some scholars UGC वगैरह में, वो देखेंगे. फिर उसके NCERTs देखेंगे, सिलेबस देखेंगे, प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन पेपर देखेंगे, मार्किंग पैटर्न देखेंगे, ऑब्जर्वेशंस देखेंगे. देन इफ यू विल डू दिस फॉर 5 days or 7 days, you will have absolute clarity about that optional. Then repeat the same for another optional. आप करके तो देखिए एक बार. Repeat the same for another optional and repeat the same for third optional. By 11th day, you will be, चीजें आपके सामने चमकेंगी that I should take this optional or I should take this optional. So you do give 5-7 days to one optional, do a research on that, the NCERT, mainly syllabus, previous year's question paper, opinion of the scholars and those who are qualified, availability of the material, your interest of course is of paramount importance. ये आप 2-3 optional के साथ 15 दिन में कीजिए. You give time to. Then by the end of 14th day, you will be absolutely clear whether I have to take PSIR or public administration. Getting it now? You please ask. जल्दी पूछिए. हाँ. See, essay writing, those 2021 से पहले UPSC used to ask, previously they used to ask 1, then they used to ask 2 essays. Now they are also asking 2. अब उन्होंने क्या किया? जैसे they used to give a topic and you have to choose. Now there are A and B, you have to choose 1. अब क्या होता था? लोग बहुत चालू थे. Education, poverty, hunger, women, caste, inequality, regionalism. सब पे जबरदस्त ऐसे तैयार कर लिया. हम शुरू करेंगे इब्राहिम लिंकन and आया ऐसे बस टॉपिक मैच किया एंड दे स्टार्टेड राइटिंग. बोला अच्छा, इससे यू आर नॉट टेस्टिंग द ओरिजिनल थिंकिंग एबिलिटी ऑफ द कैंडिडेट का ओरिजिनल थिंकिंग एबिलिटी तो पता ही नहीं चला, वो तो रट के आया एजुकेशन फ्रॉम 2022 यूपीएससी से. अच्छा चला कि नाउ दे आर आस्किंग एन एसे विच इज प्योरली कंसेप्चुअल एंड एथिकल इन नेचर. You have to ethics, integrity and aptitude, related topics like morality, courage, समझ रहे हैं ना, greed, you have जो topics, moral topics हैं उसमें you need to have ample of literature. You need to go through. अच्छा, ऐसे में इस साल एक बच्चा है, is quite close to me, is appearing interview for the second time. I thought this time he will qualify. Very good student, didn't qualify only because of essay. Got very less marks, less than 80 marks in essay. क्योंकि जो philosophical essay होता है उसमें अगर गलत हुआ, if it is wrong, then it goes completely wrong. So ethics, integrity and aptitude, कोड moral topics. अरे भाई समाज के जो morality है, greed, industrialization, you have caste based discrimination, your inner courage, getting my point. वही few topics हैं, उसको थोड़ा सा तैयार कीजिए. ऐसे में if you'll get time, being honest, from the ethical perspective, you need to work. I will not be commenting much. Getting my from the ethical perspective, आप उस पे काम कीजिए. कौन-कौन से repeated topics आ रहे हैं, ancient को कैसे कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा essays देखिए, then you will get an idea. One thing is there, essay is one of the most tricky thing. If you get marks, you will get very good marks or you will not get marks. So go through few essays which have been written, how they have started, how they have tackled with the topic. These things you will do. You work upon that, you will be pay. हाँ, ethical aspect के essay को थोड़ा philosophical ज़्यादा करेंगे. जल्दी बोलिए. सी एम लक्ष्मीकांत, देखिए इस तो आपको बुक पढ़ के ही पता चल जाएगा. एम लक्ष्मीकांत इज नॉट सफिशिएंट फॉर मेंस. अभी क्वेश्चन पेपर उठाएंगे, 10 क्वेश्चन पूछ देंगे. इट इज इनफ, इट इज गुड बट नॉट इनफ. Do you think that old age population is suffering due to globalization? Do you think what France can learn from Indian secularism? Do you think our cultural practices are being challenged in the name of secularism? What Indus Valley civilization can teach us in urban town planning? Many of the questions that isko kehte hain, what you call, I'm just missing that term, at the point thinking. So UPSC wants you to think inside the examination hall, a question which you have never witnessed before. These kind of questions, Lakshmikant, is not enough. Reading newspaper and having a wider horizon of intellectual capability that you will develop by reading newspaper. It is not enough, but it is a wonderful text, notes basically. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Okay, critical thinking ability देखिए हम लोग भी है, so we have also not developed कि hospital से आए सीधा critical thinking कर ले. Okay, critical thinking मेरे पे भी इल्जाम लगता है. A friend of mine visited my home. Okay, उसने बोला आमिल भाई आप क्या कर रहे हैं? पूरी लाइब्रेरी आपकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बुक से भरी हुई है. Because I like constitutional law, तो I have filled my library with constitutional book. उन्होंने बाद में मैंने सोचा, I started thinking कि बात तो वो सही बोल लेता है. आई एम नॉट रीडिंग फाइनेंस, आई एम नॉट रीडिंग ज्योग्राफी, आई एम नॉट रीडिंग साइंस, आई एम नॉट रीडिंग हिस्ट्री, आई एम ओनली रीडिंग कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ. सो एक चीज है, न्यूज़पेपर से अच्छा बच्चे कुछ भी नहीं है. न्यूज़पेपर विल हेल्प यू. हाँ, कुछ एडिशनल अगर आप चाहें तो यू नो दैट इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल वीकली के कुछ सेलेक्टेड आर्टिकल्स आप पढ़ सकते हैं. हम लोगों ने कॉलेज में बहुत पढ़ा है. ओके, सम बुक्स यू कैन रीड, बट आई थिंक इफ यू विल रीड न्यूज़पेपर देन डेफिनेटली कुछ टॉपिक्स जैसे वही घिसे पिटे 5-6 टॉपिक्स हैं. सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर्स, फेडरलिज्म, जुडिशियरी, इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशियरी, सेक्युलरिज्म, लिबर्टी. 4-5 टॉपिक्स यू कैन डू बियॉन्ड लक्ष्मीकांत फ्रॉम डी बासु और सुभाष कश्यप, क्योंकि यही 4-5 प्रियम्बल खास के 4-5 टॉपिक्स आर रिपीटेड. सो इन टॉपिक्स को आप किसी स्टैंडर्ड बुक से कंप्लीट कर You're getting my point ना? 5-6 topics का concept based questions आ रहे हैं. So these topics you can go beyond Lakshmikant, read it from DD Basu and all. So in topics पे command हो जाएगा, same topics will come. Other than that, I will say read newspapers, especially articles. News items में ज़्यादा नहीं होता है. अभी मतलब articles में ज़्यादा rich होता है. And economic and political weekly you can read. So इससे आपको कहाँ जो वेबसाइट पे मटेरियल होता है वो सब सिर्फ फैक्ट होता है, ओपिनियन नहीं होता. एनी वेबसाइट कुछ मनुपात्रा पे और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इंडिया मतलब कुछ वेबसाइट पे स्कॉलरली आर्टिकल्स होते हैं दैट विल गिव यू. न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग इज ऑफ पैरामाउंट इंपॉर्टेंस. एनीबॉडी एल्स? ओके, सो वी आर रैपिंग अप द you have a question? No. We are wrapping up the conversation. Other faculty will come and he'll comprehensively address this. Okay, thank you.